Yeah, pulling up with the coupe.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Deshaun Watson's Texans.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40 with the Oakland Raiders. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go!
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And now running right through it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but he did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Let's go! Ohio! Let's go!
On third down, Miller. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. From the 50, it's Watson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Here we go!
They run again with Foreman. Ooh, with a juke. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brady, remember when the free...
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now after the INT, it's Carr. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. 20! And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, 48 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Let's go!
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, it's Watson. Going up top for Miller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And some room to work.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing on first down is Carr. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right near the 39. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And so the last 3 drives. You've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch, and now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
He got 29 yards that time. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skill.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Watson on first down. And no escape escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bruce Irvin coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They're going for it. It's Watson looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On play action, now Carr. He's going to fire one deep over. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time. Again, it's Carr. And he's got his tight end, Cook, in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook from 6 yards away. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On first and 10, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. From the red zone now, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans cut into that lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
And this is going to be caught. And how about that? Even after snapping it from back there, they still convert for the 2 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. On first down, Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Hey, partner, let me take you league-wide for a second. Surprised right now that we only have 2 3-0 teams remaining, Atlanta and Kansas City?
After last week's games, yes, because a number of them came in with great momentum, and you thought that that would continue. I thought Tampa Bay would win at Minnesota and continue to be undefeated. You know, I thought that Oakland had a great chance.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Cordero Patterson, 74 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller 75 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way down to the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to rifle one. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 2nd and 8 here after the penalty. On play action, it's Carr. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, 79 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. First down, the run with Lynch. Down to about the 22 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 25.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a play fake. Carr. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Texans set to come onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now a first down throw, Watson. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Miller, the lone setback.
Here we go.
And here we go on 1st and goal. And he'll get it up the middle. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's Watson, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Steps away, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Raiders have recovered.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. He'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Off the play fake. Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
On is the punter King to send it away. And take it right on the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Watson. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Ohio. Flex round.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Braxton Miller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans cut into that lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possible. Let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Play action. Now it's Carr. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Now Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
After the interception, here's Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. They start the drive with Lynch. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Carr going to look to throw. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
back to throw. Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means
it's caught at the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final minute, and the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. Watson now to throw. That's caught at the 2. And they're a perfect 5 for 5 now on two-point conversions as he is in to get them 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Cooper again the target, and it'll bring up third down. Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.
Rather you than me.